The opioid epidemic, a raging battle that won't be won soon. A killer that takes over 40,000 lives every year, 852 being in local western Pennsylvania. But after all these deaths, what does the public think of this epidemic? What does the public know about this epidemic? And what can we do together to fight this epidemic? This film will examine this. Question 1. What do you know about the opioid epidemic?
So I actually don't know anything about the opioid epidemic. So.
Not much, other than it affects a lot of states in Appalachia.
Yeah, I'm aware of what the opioid epidemic is. Sadly, I know this problem exists in our schools, and it's affecting people that you wouldn't think it's affecting people.
Question 2. Why do you think the opioid epidemic is happening?
Maybe a reason people have been using opioids, stress has been going around, politics and stuff like that, a new president, so.
Mass rates of poverty and unemployment.
Exactly why it's occurring, I don't know, but I know a lot of people are getting prescription painkillers prescribed to them for whatever surgeries or ailments they may have, and they might become addicted to them, and then maybe move on to other more harmful drugs like heroin.
The upward climb of opioid deaths.
So I knew nothing about the opioid epidemic, so no, not at all.
I mean, I haven't heard of it, so probably not.
I think so. I think it's something that a lot of people just aren't aware of that exists there, and that's the scary part. Being a parent, I have a son that's a freshman in college, and you just don't hear about these things happening until almost tragedy strikes.
Question 4. What do you think your public servants and community are doing to combat this epidemic?
I would assume that, therapy, other things that help people, recover from, instances of, drug abuse and stuff, that would probably...
I don't even know much about the issue, much less what civil servants are doing to combat it.
I don't see a lot of people doing anything about it, quite honestly, because like I said, I think it's something that really isn't that well known, but it's causing a real problem.
You have two concerns with legal drugs. One, the legal drug maybe is being abused. They did get it from their doctor. The doctor did give it to the patient. The patient did go to the pharmacist. People are covering that person. But let's say the person, instead of taking it twice a day, took 10 a day. The state's stepping in one way or the other, whether it's because of the use of the opioid or because of, what we would argue is, antisocial or not good behavior in connection with it. We're not going to solve it all by legislation, but I think that even the heightened awareness is helpful.